But
What is your favorite memory of Pac?
Pac is somebody that just was very complicated because Flock was always like on a goal and stuff. But Pac was just so smart, y'all. I just don't know how. And now I know and I get it how advanced he was over all of us as far as his way of thinking and seeing things. I'm not a Black Panther and I'm not one of the revolutionaries and all of that. But I kind of respect how Pac had that training. I could see that training coming out of him to where he was all about people, poor people, government, anti-government, and just doing the right thing and being for the people and just loved everybody. Uh, he was genuine with that. Would speak up against anything that he felt was not for the people,
Mm.
and that's what I get from Pac. That if this not right or this not the right thing, then I'm against it. Then fuck it. Then it ain't no good. He wouldn't be scared to stand up for what he felt was for the minority, or not so much the minority person, the minority group, that was in the minority. He would want to fight for the underdog. That's probably the better word.
What do you think he'd be doing right now if he was still here?
Politician.
Politician.
If he could have got the felony stuff straightened out and all of that, he would be some type of Ben Crump or, I'm not saying attorney or anything like that, just speaking up for the people, speaking up for all of this, this era. Luckily, we haven't had one in a while. All this bad police shootings and stuff like that, and where we always, where people was out rioting and stuff like that, and had to speak against where all the cops in the system was feeling like, fuck it, okay, it happened, it happened. He would have been one of the ones out in front saying, no, you're not gonna get away with this. We're gonna bring attention to this, and he would have been bringing attention to negative things that was happening. Is what I feel.
I think if not a politician, he would have started a nonprofit organization to fight for those very things.
Yeah, that's what I believe he would have been doing, and I think he would have been a big movie star. Probably had a production company, maybe on the tip like Ice Cube.
Right.
I don't think he would have been like on the tip like Denzel or The Rock or anybody like that, because something would have happened. Just because we don't get long runs, as we see Bill Cosby, Jesse, everybody. They really eventually find something on us to knock us down, to knock us off of that. Or maybe he already got that. So I believe he would have. Something like that. Unfortunately, might have would have happened. R. Kelly. Yeah, I'm not saying a situation like that. It's just how unfortunately shit happens over time where we get knocked down and people get to shit on us. But so I don't think he would have had that long of a run with stuff like that. But he would have had something where he'd still be enforced.
That's what people think happened already with that assault charge that he was in prison for.
Yeah. And that's why I say it might have been the negative thing that happened to him that might have had knocked him down. That unfortunately, I'm just want to believe something bad eventually got to happen to us in life that happens to us, and hopefully that would have been the one thing, other than of course this death, this tragic death, that would have happened to him.
All right, Reggie. Well, I just want to thank you for taking time out of your day, man, to do this interview. I really appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you for having me on your channel, reaching out to me, asking me to be a part of it. I know that I don't have to be, and I appreciate the people that, that give me enough respect to say, hey, come over here and talk to my audience and tell them, tell them your side of the story. Because that's all we're here for.
Right.
Ain't none of us right or wrong. We just tell them what we feel, or our perception. You may see one thing and I see the same thing, and we both have a different eyewitness of it.
Right.
You know, I'm just telling you how I saw things or my view. And I'm not the smartest man alive. I'm not always the one that's right on every subject. I'm just telling you Reggie's view. And that's all I'm about.